Welcome to Module 5, Lecture 3 on motion of follower. Before starting the topic, let us discuss prerequisites. In video, cam is rotating with angular velocity omega in counterclockwise direction. Here, follower travels from its lower position to topmost position. This is the maximum distance that follower can move. It is called as a stroke or lift of the follower. You can see when cam is rotating, follower is moving in upward direction. The angle of rotation of cam when follower travels from its lowest to topmost position is called as a outstroke or rise of follower, which is denoted by theta O. Here you can see when cam is rotating, follower is moving in downward direction. The angle of rotation of cam when follower travels from its topmost position to lowest position is called as a return stroke, which is denoted by theta R. When cam rotates, follower remains at rest during the part of cam rotation. The period during which follower remains at rest is known as dwell period. Dwell is denoted by D. VO is the velocity during outstroke. VR is the maximum velocity at return stroke. A suffix O is the maximum acceleration at outstroke, and A suffix R is the maximum acceleration at return stroke. Motion of the follower. The follower during its travel may have uniform velocity motion or simple harmonic motion or uniform acceleration and retardation motion, or it may travel with cycloidal motion. Let us discuss displacement, velocity and acceleration diagram for these motion. Uniform velocity motion. The word uniform tells everything. Uniform velocity means there is no change in speed of follower. In this displacement diagram, x-axis represents angular displacement of cam. Point A to E represent one revolution of cam with 360-degree rotation, where y-axis represents displacement of follower. Point B to B dash represents stroke or lift of follower. In velocity diagram, during outstroke, velocity is constant. During dwell period, follower is not going up or down. That's why velocity is 0. During return stroke, again velocity is constant. And during remaining dwell period, velocity is 0. Rate of change of velocity with respect to time is acceleration. In acceleration diagram, we can see that acceleration or retardation of follower at the beginning and at the end of each stroke is infinite. This is due to the fact that the follower is required to start from rest and has to gain a velocity within no time. For example, consider bike that moves from point A to B. When we start bike, speed gradually increases from 10 to 20, then 20 to 30, then 30 to 40, and so on. After some time, bike will run with constant speed, let us say 50 km per hour. If I ask you to run bike with constant speed of 50 km per hour between point A to B, within no time you cannot gain speed from 0 to 50 km per hour at point A. Also, you cannot reduce speed from 50 km per hour to 0 at point B. It is only possible when you will accelerate bike and the acceleration is infinite. That's why acceleration and retardation at the start and end of stroke is infinite. However, it is impracticable. In order to have the acceleration and retardation within the finite limits, it is necessary to modify the condition which govern the motion of the follower. This may be done by rounding off the sharp corners of displacement diagram at the beginning and at the end of each stroke. By doing so, the velocity of follower increases gradually to its maximum value at the beginning of each stroke and decrease gradually to 0 at the end of each stroke. This is the modified displacement velocity and acceleration diagram. The round corners of displacement diagram are usually parabolic curves because the parabolic motion results in very low acceleration of follower for the given stroke and cam speed. Maximum velocity during outstroke and return stroke can be calculated with the help of these equations. Here VO represents the maximum velocity during the outstroke that can be calculated as omega s divided by theta O, where omega is the angular velocity of cam, then s is the stroke or lift of follower, and theta O is the angular displacement of cam during outstroke. Similarly, the maximum velocity of follower during the return stroke can be calculated with the help of this formula. Vr is equal to omega s divided by theta r. Let us see how these formulas are derived. Consider point P. This is the point P during outstroke when follower traveled distance h and cam turned through angle theta. For follower travel h, the angular displacement is theta, and for follower travel s, the angular displacement is theta O. Now taking this proportion, h upon theta is equal to s upon theta O. H multiplied by theta O is equal to s multiplied by theta. Now rearrange the terms. H is equal to s theta divided by theta O. Label it as equation number 1. Now we know that omega is equal to theta upon t, where omega is the angular velocity of the cam and theta is the angular displacement of the cam. So displacement rate of change of angular displacement with respect to time is the angular velocity. Now this equation can be rearranged as theta is equal to omega t. Now put the value of theta in this equation number 1. So yes, omega t divided by theta O. This will be the new equation. Now what I want to calculate the maximum velocity during the outstroke. So this is the displacement of the follower during the outstroke. So if I differentiate this equation, I will get the maximum velocity. So velocity during outstroke can be calculated at dh upon dt. So we will get VO is equal to s omega divided by theta O. Similarly, for return stroke, VR is equal to s omega upon theta r. As the velocity is constant, acceleration will be 0. Next type of motion is simple harmonic motion. Consider a particle moving on a circle with uniform velocity when observed from the front. If same particle is observed from the side, it appears to perform a to and fro motion. This motion is called as a simple harmonic motion. Similarly, to and fro motion of follower can be converted into circular motion. That's why this semicircle is used to draw the displacement diagram. In case of uniform velocity motion, distance traveled by follower is same for every time interval because follower moves with same speed. But in case of simple harmonic motion, distance traveled by follower is different for every time interval because follower velocity changes from instant to instant. Let us take the example of spring mass system where mass m is attached to spring and displaced from its mean position. When mass is displaced from its mean position B, it starts to oscillate about point B. This to and fro motion of mass between point A and C is simple harmonic motion. At A and C point, potential energy is maximum and velocity is 0, whereas at point B, kinetic energy is maximum as well as the velocity of mass. In velocity diagram, velocity at start of the stroke and end of stroke is 0, but at center velocity is maximum. It is the sine curve. Here velocity changing with respect to time, that leads to acceleration. In simple harmonic motion, acceleration is directly proportional to displacement of particle from its mean position. In spring mass system, if the mass is displaced below point C, it will accelerate faster to regain its original position. Displacement of follower is maximum at start and end of stroke. That's why acceleration is maximum at start and end of the stroke. It is cosine curve. So this is the cosine curve. Magnitude of maximum velocity at outstroke and return stroke can be calculated with the help of these equations. So VO is the maximum velocity at outstroke and VR is the maximum velocity at return stroke. So velocity at outstroke can be calculated as pi omega s divided by 2 times theta O, where omega is the angular velocity of cam, s is the stroke or lift of the follower, and theta O is the angular displacement of cam during the outstroke, whereas the theta r is the angular displacement of cam during the return stroke. Similarly, magnitude of maximum acceleration at outstroke and return stroke can be calculated with the help of these equations. So AO is the acceleration, maximum acceleration during outstroke, and AR is the maximum acceleration during return stroke. Maximum acceleration during outstroke can be calculated as pi square omega square s divided by 2 times theta O square, where omega is the angular velocity, s is the stroke, and theta O is the angular displacement during the outstroke, where theta r is the angular displacement during the return stroke. Let us see how these formulas are derived. Consider point B during the outstroke. This is the point B during the outstroke when follower travel distance h and cam turn through the angle theta. So we are considering the point B during this outstroke. Theta O is the outstroke. So for point B, the movement of the follower is h and the angular displacement of cam is theta, while for the follower motion s, the angular displacement of cam is theta O. Now consider the triangle PMN. In triangle PMN, the angle MPN is beta. Now here the P to M distance, this P to M distance is nothing but radius of this semicircle, whereas this radius of semicircle is equal to half of the stroke. So that's why we have written here s by 2. Now as per the trigonometry, the opposite side will be s by 2 sin beta and adjacent side will be s by 2 cos beta. Therefore, Pm is equal to S by 2, Mn is equal to S by 2 sin beta, Pn is equal to S by 2 cos beta. Now, O to n distance, this is equal to h. O to n is equal to h, and this can be calculated from relation O to P minus Pn. O to P minus Pn. So here h is equal to O to P distance. O to P distance is equal to S by 2, stroke half of the stroke. Then P to n distance. This P to n distance is equal to S by 2 cos beta. Now we will take this S by 2 as a common. So the term will be S by 2 in bracket 1 minus cos beta. Label it as the equation number 1. Now, from the relation of the angles, for beta angle there is an angular displacement theta, and for the phi, that is equal to stroke, there is an angular displacement of theta O. Now cross multiplication, beta multiplied by theta O is equal to theta multiplied by pi. Beta is equal to theta pi divided by theta O. Put this value in equation number 1. So h is equal to S by 2 in bracket 1 minus cos theta pi divided by theta O. But we know that omega is equal to theta upon t, where omega is the angular velocity and theta is the angular displacement and t is the time. So this equation can be rearranged as theta is equal to omega into t. Now we will put this value in this equation. So h is equal to S by 2, 1 minus cos, instead of theta we will write omega t pi divided by theta O. Now maximum velocity of follower during outstroke can be calculated by differentiating this equation. So we will differentiate this equation with respect to time. So dh upon dt, maximum velocity during outstroke is equal to S by 2 in bracket sine of pi omega t divided by theta O multiplied by pi into omega divided by theta O. Label it as equation number 2. Now velocity will be maximum if sin pi omega t upon theta O is equal to 1. So here, if we want maximum velocity, these terms sin pi omega t upon theta O should be equal to 1. We know that sin term will be 1 if the angle is pi by 2. So we will compare this sin pi omega t divided by theta O with sin pi by 2. So now here pi omega t divided by theta O is equal to pi by 2. Put omega, this omega t equals to theta. So pi theta divided by theta O is equal to pi by 2. Now we will cross multiply. So pi theta 2 is equal to pi theta O. Now this 2 pi term will move on other side. So pi will get cancelled. Finally we will get the value of theta, so that the velocity will be maximum. So theta is equal to theta O divided by 2. Put this value in equation number 2. So this is the equation number 2. If we put theta's value as a theta O divided by 2, then we will get 1, and this equation become VO is equal to pi omega s divided by 2 times theta O. Similarly, for return stroke, the maximum velocity can be calculated as VR is equal to pi omega s divided by 2 times theta r. Now to calculate the maximum acceleration during outstroke, we need to differentiate the equation number 2. So this is the equation number 2. So if we differentiate this equation is for velocity. So if we differentiate this equation, maximum acceleration during outstroke can be calculated as dv upon dt. So s by 2 cos pi omega t divided by theta o multiplied by pi into omega divided by theta o multiplied by pi omega into theta o. So here we will get the square term. So we will label it as a equation number 3. Now acceleration will be maximum if this cos term, cos pi omega t upon theta o, will be 1. If this term is 1, then we will get the maximum acceleration. So this is possible if pi theta upon theta o will be 0, because cos 0 is equal to 1. That's why theta, if we put theta is equal to 0 in this equation, then we will get the maximum acceleration, and that will be AO is equal to pi square omega square s divided by 2 times theta o square. Similarly, maximum acceleration during the return stroke can be calculated as AR is equal to pi square omega square s divided by 2 times theta r square. So in today's video we have learned uniform velocity motion, simple harmonic motion. In next lecture we will learn the uniform acceleration and retardation motion and cycloidal motion. Thank you.